Good morning and welcome to Aankilam Katpom, lesson 135. How are you this morning? Are you all keeping well? I hope so. In England, it's very cold, very windy, and the weather is very bad. How about in your country? I hope it's better. Now, last week we did V. You had to bite your lips. V. Vase. Visitor. Who is a visitor or a virundali? Visitors come to our country in summer. Vandalism is a word I gave you for homework. Vandalism. What is it? Vandalism is deliberately, purposely destroying some good things, like a museum. People just go and tear up everything, all the pictures, go into a library and vandalize. That's vandalism is not a good thing. So destroying or விலை மதிப்பில்லாத பொருட்களை அழித்தல், அதுதான் vandalism. So another one I gave was variety. That means you got a lot of choice. Choice irukku. Variety of saris, variety of food in a restaurant. You have a choice. You can choose what you like. Variety. Ventilation. Now, ventilation is important. In the kitchen, in the house, fresh air should come inside your house. Fresh air is very important. You all must let fresh air come in. So, ventilation is making way for oxygen to come in and circulate inside the house. Ventilation, have you found out? Did you find out? Good. Today, we are going to look at wh. Now, for v, you bite your lips. For what? For w, the simple letter is also the same. W, you must make your lips together, spout it. What? Don't say what, which is very common. What? There are lots of questions in English beginning with w, ha. There are single words as well. Look at these first. Was. I was going to come to your house. I was reading yesterday. Past tense. Usually it's used in the past tense. I was. Went. That's also past. Irandakalam. I went to my auntie's house. I went to the library. I went to my office yesterday. I couldn't go today. Went. Say it again. Went. Don't say went. Please practice. Went. When you see W, immediately put your lips like this. Will. That is future. I will see you tomorrow. Or will I see you tomorrow? Will you come tomorrow? You can't say, will you come yesterday? It has to be future tense. Nihalkalam. I will bring the book tomorrow. You can't say, I will bring it yesterday. You must not use it in the past tense. It must be future tense. Will. There's another word for will, another meaning. That's legal. Your parents, when they think they ought to write a will, they go to the lawyer and write a will. Who should get his house? Who should get their money? Writing a will. எழுதி வைக்க வேணும் எல்லாரும். It's easier. Otherwise, the government and the lawyers get the money, most of it. Will. So write your will when you get older, or any time if you've got assets, if you've got property, if you've got valuables, better to have a will. Wish. We use that word very often. Wish you a happy birthday. Best wishes for exams. Wish you all the best. Wish you speed recovery. Wish you good health. Wish you all the best. I wish I was there. Wish means நான் விரும்புகிறேன், வாழ்த்துகிறேன். Wish. Want. What does want mean? Do you use the word want? Some children say, I want that, I want this, without thinking if the parents can afford to buy it. And also when you go to the shop, don't just go and say, I want a pound of apple, a kilo of apple. You must always be polite. Please, can I have half a kilo of apples? Always use the word please and thank you in this country. It's considered polite. So want. If you want something, then you must work at it. If you want to get into university, you can't just watch television day and night and expect to pass exams. If you want to pass exams, you have to study. When you go to university, you have to study. If you want a good job, you got to work hard at it. Want. Survey. With. In English language, it's divided into nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and proposition is with. I went to the shop with my mummy. I went to the shop with my mummy. So it's connecting mummy and you. You can just say, I went to the shop. But if you say, I went to the shop with somebody, then that becomes a proposition. With. It has to go with something. It has to relate to things. I went with mummy. I went with some money to the shops. I went with my sister. I went with pen and pencil to the exam. With. Proposition in English. Watch. Watch. There are two meanings. One is a verb, one is a noun. That's your homework for next week. Find out what watch means, the noun watch, and the verb watch. பெயர் சொல் என்ன, வினைச்சொல் என்ன, நீங்கள் அர்த்தத்தை கண்டுபிடிங்க. Wall. You all know that. Every house has a wall. On the wall, we put wallpaper. We paint the wall. You build a wall outside the house, around the house. Shiver. Wall என்றால் சுவர், shiver. Wall. ஒரு மதில் கட்டுறது, அதுதான் wall. Weather. Weather. What's the weather like? What's the weather like in this country? Usually very, very cold. Very often you have to take a coat, you have to wear your gloves, hat, take an umbrella. You can't predict the weather in England. It's getting worse because of the global changes. The global change is making England even worse because we are near Greenland and Iceland and cold countries. So the North Sea brings us windy weather. Weather. You can keep a weather chart. Monday morning in my school, I used to always tell the children to put something on the weather chart. So Monday, if it's sunny, you draw a sun. Wednesday might be windy, so draw a windy tree or clothes on the line. So keep a chart in the classroom. Keep a chart at home, weather chart. Windy, காற்று, காற்று வீசுகிறது, a windy day. We don't like windy days because we feel cold. Some people might like windy days. If you're flying a kite, even then, if it's too much, you can't do anything. And connected with weather and windy is winter. That's a season here. Winter season. How many seasons are there in England? After winter comes spring, when the leaves begin to come. Winter is cold, icy, snowy, windy, dull. It gets dark here by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. My grandchildren are always asking now, why is it dark always? Because they are not allowed to play in the garden. It's too cold and too dark. Winter is one of our seasons, followed by spring, followed by summer. After summer, autumn. Autumn is a time when all the leaves fall and we get lots of colors. Autumn colors are lovely. Beautiful day, beautiful scenes in England. A day of the week starts with a W. Wednesday. See how it's spelled. Careful when you spell Wednesday. W-E-D. For some reason, there's a D in it. So you have to say, don't say Wednesday, Wednesday, Wednesday. A silent D. When you write it, you must write it. You must put the D. When you say it, don't pronounce the D. Wednesday. Do you know the other days of the week? What comes after Wednesday? What comes after Wednesday? Thursday. What comes before Wednesday? Tuesday. So say it quickly. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Please learn the days of the week. Web. I hope I can show you a picture of a web. Who makes the web? Whose house is a web? A spider spins the web. Very, very neatly, very delicately, and there's a nice pattern to it. And spider waits for its food, the little flies, mosquitoes, to come and get caught on the web. Say it properly, web, web. Practice makes perfect. Web. What's a wigwam? There are two words here, two sounds. W makes a W sound, W. Two words, wigwam. What is it? Who lives in a wigwam? Find out. Draw a picture of a wigwam. Wrist. Where is your wrist? At the end of your hand is your wrist. On the arm, end of the hand. This is your hand, this part is your arm. Don't just say hand for this part. It's arm. If you get hurt on the hand, it should be this side, the hand. And the picture of this will be shown as well. Wreath. What is a wreath? Find out. Wrist, wreath, r sound. Lots of other words that start with the r. Writing, writing, wrong, wrong, wrinkles. Okay? I think we have come to the end of this lesson. Remember to look for more words, because you have to do your part. A teacher can only teach so much. You have to find out for yourself. If you are interested in improving your English, you find out more and more words by reading English papers, watching English programs. I don't like children just only watching Tamil programs. You have to watch English programs, the news, listen to the news, it's good for you. Lots of children's programs, please listen. Until we meet again, bye-bye.